get a guitar lesson this morning from our wise guy, Matt Selen. Sorry, I'm not as good as you are.
Well, how do you know? You never heard me play.
I play a mean Guitar Hero on PlayStation, but that's about it. There you go. So, Matt, you're talking about Indy 500's coming up in the cars. And
oh, yeah.
Doppler shift. And
oh, yeah. So the Doppler shift is that cool effect you get when the car's coming at you. You hear, and then when it goes by, the sound, the pitch goes down.
Right.
And we'll probably get around to explaining that in the second segment. But I realized that there was so many things about sound and making sound and music and stuff that we didn't even get around to last time that I wanted to do a little bit more. And then we have a little quiz question.
Oh, very good.
Okay, so what I want to start with is just reminding folks about making sound. Well, let's start with the guitar.
Okay.
Okay, so you can see here there's something called a standing wave. Whenever you generate sound you can think of as pressure waves that travel from whatever's making the sound and get to your ear. And this wave has parts where the air molecules are farther apart and bits where they're closer together. So you can imagine there's sort of spread apart places and tied together places.
Sure.
And so, but to make these things, you usually have a wave that isn't moving at all. So for example, on a guitar, when you strum this string right here, you get this sound, and you can just see exactly what the string is doing. The middle of the string is moving rather a lot. Right. The ends aren't moving at all because they're attached. And in fact, if I were to exaggerate what the motion of the string was, it would be low there, it wasn't moving at all, then it's big in the middle, big motion, and then it's not moving at all over here again.
Right.
Okay? And if you look at a guitar, you have heavy strings on the top that make the low sounds, and at the bottom you have the very light strings that make the high sounds. But if you put your finger on them and you stretch them, the tension in each string is about the same.
Okay.
So the difference in the pitch must be due to the fact that these strings are heavier, and it is just because the pitch is really determined by how fast the string vibrates back and forth, and if it's heavy, it just has more inertia and it vibrates slower. Okay? Now, if you put your finger on, the 5th fret, and you do it again, you've made the thing shorter. That's why you get a different pitch. So now the wave goes from here over to here.
Okay.
Okay, now, with sound, you get the same thing. And we had this pipe here last time. Okay, when you blow on the pipe, you have the air moving a lot here, and then you also have, because this thing is open, the air moving a lot here, and you have a note in the middle where the air isn't moving at all, so you get sort of one whole wave in here. If I stick this thing so it's just in the end, so you got a much lower sound.
Right.
I slide this thing halfway up, I can get the same sound again, okay? When this thing is halfway in, this flat part makes you have to have a note. Right here the air molecules aren't moving, here they are. So that's the same as if I don't have anything in this thing at all. Okay? This thing, it actually played by whacking myself on the head. Okay? You have the wave goes from here to here. If I stick a cap on the end, you hear it changes the pitch, because now you only get half a wave in here. You get from a node to a part where the air is moving a lot. Okay?
Very good.
Now,
you got about a minute left.
Oh, good. Okay, fine. So here's a little quiz question.
Okay, quiz
so everybody's done this. When I blow across a bottle with water in it, I get a nice tone. If I dump some of the water out...
So that's just water. It's
just water. Right? Yeah, that would be pretty strange looking water.
Well, our producer's like, he's wasting it. It's just water.
The pitch has gone down rather a lot, and what's changed is really the distance between here and here. Okay, so I have a different wavelength in here now. I get a bigger wave because I have more air, and the pitch goes down when you have a longer wave. Now, here's the second part to this thing. Here's the actual question. You can make a wine glass sing by just basically rubbing your finger on the top. Have you've seen this before, right?
Yes.
Okay, now, so the question is, now we're going to dump some water in here.
Right.
When I do this again now, when we come back, is that sound going to be higher or lower than it was before?
Ooh, very good. That's a good tease.
It is. And why?
We'll find out that and why. And you never know, Matt might play us some Freebird on the guitar. But if you have any questions for our wise guy, go to the morning show at WCIA.com or send him an email.